Hello gentle viewers, this is Abendian, welcoming you to an episode of the original StarCraft. What we're going to be doing is a little something different for the last two episodes of this series. Rather than finish the Zerg campaign, I'd like to show off the Protoss. This is because, as everyone knows, it won't be available in October or early November. And I'd like to give you guys a taste of the Protoss, rather than try to hurry up and finish the Zerg campaign, which is almost impossible. I'm not going to be able to do 4 missions in 2 hours. So we're gonna do the Protoss campaign. We should get, I think, at least through the first 4 or 5 missions, just enough to give you a good taste of how different the Protoss play from the other races. It should be a lot of fun, I hope. We'll end the series with the next episode, not this one, but the one upcoming. I don't know whether we'll come back to StarCraft or not, though. The views really aren't there. Maybe StarCraft 2 would be a cool thing to play on the channel at some point. But I think we'll go ahead, wherever we end up with the Protoss, we'll just end. So, minor spoilers ahead for what happens at the end of the Zerg campaign. What happens is the Zerg go to the Protoss homeworld. And they start to infest it with the Overmind's help. And so that's what we're going to be dealing with the fallout from that in the Protoss campaign. Now, the first time you click on Zerg or Protoss, we finish a turn of the Zerg, it'll actually normally say, you shouldn't be doing this. It's going to ruin part of the game. We're just going to say, that's not how you spell rhythm. That's like not even close, that's like rhythmy. So here we go, the Zerg Overmind is now on Ire. The Zerg have been here for 2 days. That's not good.
Entaro Adun, Executor. I am Judicator Aldaris. I have been sent by the Conclave to serve and counsel you. The former Executor, Tassadar, was commanded to halt the Zerg progress in the Terran sector by burning the infested human worlds. Unfortunately, he disregarded his orders and attempted to destroy the Zerg while sparing the Terrans from the flame. Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not. The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses. You must reinforce our outpost in Antioch and make certain that the province does not fall to the Zerg. Your old comrade, Praetor Phoenix, will meet you there and assist you in this endeavor.
All right.
I am needed.
So the 2 base Protoss units are the Zealot, which is probably the best melee unit in the game, and the Dragoon, which is a really good ranged unit. Every Protoss unit has a shield, and shields regenerate over time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our group, and we're going to march over here to this Protoss base and take it over. You will notice, as you play the Protoss, that each individual unit is stronger. Where are you going, Dragoon? You know you can't go that way. Is probably stronger than any individual. Okay, maybe they were actually right. There's this water stuff here. Like, a Zealot is more powerful than a Zergling or Marine. A Dragoon is more powerful than... What would they even compare to? By the way, notice how just a couple of Zerglings did some serious damage to the Dragoon shields. You really ideally want your Zealots in front of your Dragoons. Because Dragoons are a much better match for the Hyperlists.
Confirmed.
Here comes a bridge. Nagatsu indeed. There goes a Dragoon. Dragoons do fire kind of slow, and they can very, very easily get surrounded by other units, which does give them a certain weakness in combat. But, pound for pound, they're one of the better ranged units in the game. There goes the other Dragoon. It's okay, though. We're almost home. Here we go.
Executor and Taro Adun, it is good to see you once more upon the field of battle. Alas, all of our probes were lost in the last Zerg attack, and we had no resources with which to replace them.
We do. So probes are the same purpose as an SCV or a drone, with the difference that unlike SCVs or drones, first of all, they can't repair anything, but they can create buildings.
Photon cannons here for defense, but without probes we could not do so.
Yeah, that's the difference. So if you click on a pylon, you can see where we can build things. Okay, go get mining, please. We will actually build photon cannons. Do we have a forge? We do. Okay. Best upgrade in the game, pound for pound, is... It's just amazing to have this upgrade, because every Protoss building also has shields. Alright, let's very quickly build a photon cannon. I'd actually build two. Let's see what happens here.
Not enough minerals.
Here we go. And now, we just leave. And so you can go back and mine, and these will actually just warp in on their own. This is an important ability of the Protoss, and it means that basically you never have to have something set aside for building like you kind of do for SCV, or like for Terrans. And you never have to have, and you don't lose a unit.
Under attack. Our gateway has no power. We must build a pylon near it so that our forces can be brought to this place.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take the new one, which I actually had intended for something else, so we can do this. This is fine. We're going to put it here. So building has to be within the realm of control of a pylon to actually work properly. If there is no pylon, it actually shuts down. You'll see this says unpowered. But as soon as this pylon is finished, the gateway will turn back on and we'll be able to build more units. Which is going to be really cool.
Your command?
Yeah, so Phoenix can kill Zerglings in a single blow, which is pretty cool. As long as they don't have armor, I guess. Build a couple more probes. Pylons also create supply for... And there we go. We have our gateway. They also create supply for Protoss. Our mission still remains the same, which is to find and destroy the Zerg base. And you're about done. Okay, Okay, we're gonna save up now for the most important upgrade in the game. We're a little bit far behind on gas. Okay, we got the gas. Now I got the minerals. This makes every every Protoss building and unit better. It's just amazing. I have a feeling the Zerg base is like right up here. So we're just gonna send a single zealot out to scout.
Thus I serve. Honor guide me.
Yep, there's creep. That's all I really needed to know.
Thus I serve.
Blassa Serm indeed.
Honor guide me.
Hi, Sunken Colony. Bye, Sunken Colony. Now, you'll notice I took a lot of shield damage, but over time I'll get that back. So you go ahead and climb back in there. We now know where at least one of the Zerg buildings is, which is really useful information. So let's build 2 Zealots. Now, Zealots are 100 minerals, and they're 2 supply each. But Zealots have a better melee attack than Zerglings, and they're much tougher. A lot tougher. If you play multiplayer, Zerg rushes are pretty common. You can sort of also Zealot rush. If you can survive the initial onslaught.
My life for eyes. For vengeance.
And here we see photon cannons in action. And everything they just took was only a shield. Okay, the one photon can take a little bit more damage than that. Okay, we need a probe. We'll take you. Because A, where are you going? I did not tell you to do that. Oh, you're chasing down the, whatchamajigger. That's fine. Build me a pylon right here. Because we're actually going to supplement the photon cannons a little bit. We're going to make sure we leave a nice hole. We're going to make kind of an L shape where it's going to go cannon, 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 cannon. And this should give us a nice field of fire if they do attack us again, but still gives us a nice big opening. Because Dragoons are quite large. And then you can go back and mine some more. We've got a lot of gas right now. We'll eventually need to build a cybernetics core as well so we can upgrade Dragoons. Okay, that's finished. Let's grab you. I can't quite get the L I want. Can I not build a cannon up here? That'd be super cool. I can't know if it's Fog of War, or if it's just I can't build anything up here. Yeah, I think they just randomly decided I can't build anything there. We'll make our L here.
Upgrade complete.
This isn't exactly how I wanted to do it, but we'll still get really good shots as they're coming around the corner. I can maybe put one like over there. I need another pylon. This is going to be as good as we're going to get, and I don't like it, but it'll have to do. And then let's get a... Can I build shield batteries? I cannot. Shame.
You have not enough minerals.
Ah, so I don't have enough minerals. You are absolutely right. You are 100% correct. I'm actually going to put a Dragoon right up here. Because Dragoons are, if you think about them, they're mobile photon cannons. Although photon cannons do have, Photon cannons do have more shields than Dragoons do. Which check that out. Every structure now takes less damage. It's so good. Let's get that Cybernetics core. Cybernetics core required to build Dragoons. And then this should be enough, at least for now, to start thinking about building up our force. And then you can go back. Okay, so we right now have 6 Zealots. 7, 8, and we want 4 total. 4 more total, excuse me. So that we can have the full 12 Zealots. And we actually might just go in with just the 12 Zealots and then just maybe like 5 or 6 Dragoons in support. I really wish we could upgrade a Zealot speed, which is one of the better upgrades, but you won't get it till a little bit later in the campaign. We will not be taking Phoenix.
What would you ask of me?
I long for combat.
What would you ask of me?
Maybe we will. Oh, I hurt his feelings. Seems like his feelings have to hurt if we didn't take him. As long as we keep a very close eye on him, he should be fine.
What would you
He does
ask of
40
me?
damage a shot, and he's got natural armor too.
Shoot.
Notice, by the way, that every Protoss starts with a base armor of 1, even if we don't upgrade them.
Transmitted.
And this is where you upgrade Dragoon range, which is actually a really good idea. Should I build another probe and have it mine? I think that actually would be a good idea. We're gonna have one more Protoss, one more probe get some minerals for us.
Shoot. I long for combat. Your command?
Yep, one more Zealot, and then we'll be good to go. I really like the Protoss as a race because I've never been the best player at moving very, very quickly, and that's what the Zerg are good at. And while the Terrans are really, really flexible, it's hard to give them the edge in a fight against the Protoss. Unless the Terran player is either really good or the Protoss player is really bad. Because Zealots will just carve up Marines, and there's not much Marines can do about them. Except have medics.
For ire. Executor, your command?
Alright, so we've got our Protoss done. Zealots done, excuse me. We're going to upgrade Dragoon range, and we're going to build... I think 4 more Dragoons, and I think should be plenty to get the job done. My probe should be done, right? Oh, he's not mining, he's just sitting there. That's what I told you to do, jerk.
Colossus, under attack.
Okay, that was actually a little bit harder than I thought it might be. I will actually put you up here. I like the idea of having you as a mobile photon cannon, but you're in a bad place right there. Because their base is up here. Going. You know I want you to go up here. Pathing for Dragoons is just so terrible. It's hard to be pleased with it. I'll actually need to make a new pylon soon. Warp me in a pylon, say back here. I like redundancy with pylons. This means that if the Zerg get lucky and take out this pylon, the gateway will still stay up, because there's one in the back. I think that's helpful. Yeah, I think 6 Dragoons will be enough, because Zealots are going to be the main attack force. That's the other thing you kind of have to... Dragoons aren't Hydralisks. Hydralisks can eventually replace Zerglings. Excellent. There will never come a point in StarCraft where you will not want to have Zealots until you get carriers. And even then, Zealots are really good. Yeah, there will actually come a point, and most Protoss games will actually stop building Dragoons rather than stop building Zealots. Because they're so unwieldy, for one. They're really slow, for two. And they don't do as much damage as you'd think they might. And I can't even sit here and say with a straight face the way I can with, say, Goliaths. Goliaths can replace Marines entirely once you get to a certain stage in the game. This, of course, is all saying base StarCraft 1. Brood Wars adds medics, and medics really make Marines have longevity that they don't have in the base game. Because you can use stim packs, and if you use them in the game, you're stupid. In the base game, you're stupid. Because then they just die quicker. It's more useful to have a Marine up longer than it is to have them fire faster. But, like, we need one more of you. We'll upgrade the melee weapons, too. That'll help a bit.
I hunger for battle.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what we'll do with this series if I want to play StarCraft 2. I've actually kind of wanted to play StarCraft 2 recently, but we've already got Stellaris and Out of the Park Baseball 18 set up for when I get back. It's a work trip. And there we go. I promised you.
I hunger for battle.
We're gonna go out. And then we'll wait for the incredibly slow Dragoons to figure out if they can... Even the Zealot frickin' is stupid as crap. Yes, you notice how they're running into things? And this... I don't know what the Zealot is doing. There he goes. That's another reason I like Zealots. Zealots can fit between photon cannons. Call them photon or proton? Photon.
I hunger for battle. Make use of me. Your command, as you will. I am needed. Nagatsu.
Nagatsu indeed.
Your command. For ire.
It's like we used to tell like a small child, you know, like got your nose, that kind of thing. Go take on the sunken colony.
For ire.
Now, here's an interesting idea.
Executor, for ire.
You know what? We're not gonna... I'm gonna go ahead and save the game now, just in case something weird happens. But I think we actually will just continue.
For ire. Your command, as you will.
I like, by the way, what they could do if they wanted to be jerks about it is have not built any spore colonies. Because the game technically should know that I don't have any air units. Which I don't. So far, we've lost 2 Dragoons and 2 Zealots, and their base is about dead already. Oh, that's what's left. I say, I'm not going to chase down all the Overlords. Do you think that's what's going to happen?
No, Executor. Although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Aya. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
Sure they are. Okay, so we've only took about 20 minutes. Great, let's keep going. Citadel of the Executor.
Entaro Adun, Executor. Your defense of Antioch has restored my faith in the Templar caste. I admit that Tassadar's desertion had shaken my faith.
Indeed, Aldaris. I would hope that the Judicator would put more faith in their Templar brethren.
Tassadar, where have you been?
Be silent, Judicator. There is no time to waste, and I have much to tell you. As you know, the Zerg vanished after the fall of the Terran world of Tarsonis. And though the Conclave bid me return home, I was compelled to remain. A powerful psionic call drew my attention to a remote barren world named Char. Apparently the call was answered by others as well. For upon Char, I encountered those who were once our brethren, the Dark Templar.
Consorting with the Fallen Ones is heresy.
Enough! Hear me, Executor, for I have learned much from the Dark Templar Prelate, Zeratul. The Overmind controls its minions through agents called Cerebrates. Strike down the Cerebrates, and the swarms will surely fall. Executor, Tassadar may be right. If you can keep the Zerg occupied, my force may be able to penetrate their perimeter and slay the abomination.
I pray we can trust you, Tassadar. Already I can sense the taint of the Fallen One's influence on your mind. You must return to Aya at once.
My concern is for the safety of Ire, not the judgments of the Conclave. I will return when the time is right.
Okay, so 15 minutes. We have to do as much damage as we can, which is not ideal.
Man calls. Honor guide me. For Adun, honor guide me. Thus I serve. Make use of me.
You sneaky Zerg.
For vengeance.
We're gonna go ahead and march north here. Okay. So this is a great place to put some photon cannons. I would like one more of you. Build an assimilator. Yeah, we need 2 groups of photon cannons, maybe 3. Is there a way down from here? No. Good. So for now, you're going to be my defense. We need a gateway, too. That's 150 minerals. Here we go. You two... I want everyone on minerals right now. We need too many base structures built to worry excessively What about gas right now? Yeah, give me a gateway. And then continue gathering again. Now what this means is that most of the time when you play with the Protoss, you only need maybe 8 or 9 probes. That's all you'll ever need, unless you start losing them. Start going for gas. So if you haven't, especially since we missed Zeratul in the previous campaign, the Dark Templar are supposedly heretics, so to speak, because they cut themselves off from the ability to hear other Protoss. Protoss are basically empaths, and they can hear and understand what other people are doing. They can feel all the other Protoss, which is, again, very mystical, very Japanese. And indeed, you can kind of think of the Protoss that way if you want to. Sometimes I do. Yeah, give me a pylon right up there. And then we will need a forge if we're going to start building photon cannons. And there we go. And are you mining gas or are you mining minerals? You were minerals. And so because they cut themselves off from supervision from all the other Protoss, certain people, like our adjudicator friend, consider them to be heretics. Which is a real shame, because they're actually super awesome. Our Dark Templar. And we'll see them in a later mission, maybe. Go. And then we will build a pylon, let's say, like right here. Now you can go back and mine some more. One photon cannon isn't going to get a lot done, but this is just the beginning of the defenses. We're eventually going to put, I think, 2 to 3 around each entrance. Unless they have Guardians, which I don't think the Zerg will get until maybe Protoss 5 or 6. Maybe 4 or 5, I don't know for sure. Okay, give me a cannon. You get out of the way. Perfect. Let me grab you. Right there. And back you go. Let's save. I'm going to be super cautious about saving because I don't want to have to repeat a mission when we only have 2 episodes left. Now, one of the problems is when a structure is warping in, it's extremely vulnerable. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Hello, second photon cannon. Shield batteries cannot be underestimated as a way to really strengthen your forces. Shield batteries gain shield power, and then you can immediately use it to recharge your batteries, or your shields. Really helpful. But the photon cannons are also detectors, which make them even more useful, as if that was possible. And there we go. We are definitely going to need more units. That's what I really want. No, let's get the shield upgrade first, and then we'll start working on new units. If we had, like, a lot more time, if I had, like, 20 minutes left, I would just build, like, walls of photon cannons and dare them to come at me. Which is a really good strategy with the Protoss. But we need 200 minerals so we can build a cybernetics core and start building dragoons. Because we've only had about 10 minutes of play at this point, and they're already bringing up mutilisks. And we need something to counter them, and I don't think we'll get air units in this mission. We might, but it's unlikely. Hello, cybernetics core. I think it's what, it's 125 and 50 for a dragoon. I'd like ideally 4 of them. Are you warped in yet? No. Warp faster. We need our dragoons. I think I'll build 2 to start out with. That'll give us 4 total dragoons, which will be a good mobile force to handle any kind of attack from a mutalisk. One of my biggest problems with StarCraft 2, by the way, and even Brood Wars to a certain extent, the reliance on timed missions. They're really well paced in the original StarCraft, in my opinion. They have them, but they're not really that frequent. Let's get some attack range on Dragoons. But they're almost used to a fault in Brood Wars and in StarCraft 2. And I don't like the time missions as much.
I have returned.
And something like an XCOM 2, where you have at least some control about when the timer starts, I totally get it, and I think it's a great mechanic. But when it starts from the moment you start the level, it kind of forces you to replay stuff a lot. I just find it kind of irritating. But that's just me. Maybe you don't mind it so much. And we just had Zerg burrow, like, right up here.
Isatsu! For Hadun! Honor guide me! Thus I serve! Confirmed.
Yeah, I think this first attack force is going to be 6 zealots and 6 dragoons, because there's enough air units on the map that I think the mix will help us out a good bit. I find kind of the actions of like the Protoss just mining and stuff kind of soothing. Maybe it's just me. Okay, that'll give us, I think, exactly what we want, or pretty close to it. Beautiful. Armor would be nice, too. Wait, ground weapons. Does that improve yours, too? I don't know. I always look at the sword and think it means melee weapons, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does improve Dragoons, too. We're overdue for an attack up here.
My life for ire. Some Protoss.
Okay, there should be 2 more Dragoons on the way.
Upgrade complete.
Where's that? Oh, the range increased. That's very good. Very, very good. Okay, we'll just kind of hang out for right now. I don't really feel the need to explore the map. We've got a pretty secure defense here. Actually, what I could do with the extra minerals and the extra time.
I have returned.
Yeah. Let's really strengthen this particular defense because the opening is wider. If we can hit him from both directions, that'll do a lot of damage. Now, ordinarily I would send him off to do something else, but we're actually not going to have him wander far, because as soon as the pylon's up, we want to start on the cannon.
I am needed.
Let's actually go ahead and shift up here to the north. So that if they do attack, they'll focus on either the cannons or the units and leave the new cannons alone. So I'll put like a cannon here, maybe. There we go. 1 cannon there. Another cannon here. And then we're going to put 1 back here as kind of an L. Either L's or triangles seem to work best with Protoss weapons, in my opinion. You can also just build a solid wall, and as long as you're willing to not let a Dragoon ever leave your base again.
Executor, we are in position. I await your orders.
Oh my god, they've got Reapers. Or Reavers, sorry.
You have not enough minerals.
Yeah, Reavers are pretty cool. They fire these scarabs, and scarabs do a ton of damage.
You have not enough minerals.
Yeah, each one does 100 damage. They're so good. You can go back and start mining again.
Executor?
Alright, as soon as those are finished, I think we'll attack from 2 directions. Oh yeah, where are my extra dragoons? Here they are. I'm gonna advance you guys forward a bit. Because I just want to find their base. I actually wouldn't mind like a whole extra group of zealots, but now we're gonna have to build more pylons. Or we won't be able to build any more units.
Command.
Oh, that's weird.
Awaiting instructions. Upgrade complete. We are under attack.
Okay. Well, now we're going to spend some minerals repairing that.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Stop. I don't want you moving another step forward until I get base defenses repaired.
Your command. Immediately. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. As you will.
This actually might go very, very badly. Oh, crap. I didn't even see that happen. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We will be reloading the game. Yeah, I need to build up a bigger force before we actually make the initial attack.
Make use of me.
Like a much bigger force.
Mitora. Initiated. What would you ask of me?
I'm gonna have you guys be your own group.
Your command?
That'll be easier to manage. Because using a Reaver against...
Upgrade complete.
It's just a waste of time. It really is.
We are under attack.
And then we screwed this up again. There we go.
Commencing.
Yeah, give me another pylon. Maybe even two.
Executor. Transmitted.
Yeah, we need a lot more, we need more zealots. I think that's the only thing we can do. Is build a lot more of them. Like maybe another group of 6? And send them in as a distraction. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? We're supposed to be distracting them. So we need another damn pylon. Yeah, get over there.
Make use of me. What would you ask of me?
We're gonna try a little bit of sniping with the Reapers. Are they Reapers or Reavers? They're Reavers. I was right the first time.
I hunger for battle.
Now, there is a very serious problem with Reavers. As you can see, they're extremely slow. There you go. Let's take this down. That means no more Hydralisks for you.
I hunger for battle. For ire. Immediately. Nakbakala. I hunger for battle. As you will. Immediately. As you will. What would you ask?
It happened again. I got too overextended.
You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals to engage the enemy.
Get out of there.
As you will.
Not enough minerals. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
What would you ask of me? Executor?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Immediately.
Ugh! Stupid Phoenix, quit charging the damn sunken colonies. Sorry, guys. I've already failed this mission like 11 times now. And what we really need to do is we just need to hold back.
Transmitted. I hunger for battle.
No, we can't do this yet. Clearly I need a much bigger attacking force before I can even, for a split second, consider
Immediately.
an attack. That's fine. What we'll do is we'll just build a bunch more zealots. Yeah, we just need a lot more zealots. We just need more bodies on the ground. Yeah, I think another 6 will make a big difference.
I long for combat.
There we go.
Ardoon. I hunger for battle. I hunger for battle. Executor.
There we go.
She house. She house. Mortal claws.
There we go. 10 zealots on top of everything else should be plenty.
I hunger for battle.
Wait, what?
Executor. I hunger for battle. My life for hire. Executor. She house.
It happened again.
He saw too. What would you ask of me?
I hate you so much right now.
I long for combat. I long for combat. He saw too. Go, Kola.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
For hire.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Engage the enemy. Shoot! What was Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Cross, I serve. Not enough minerals. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. You've not enough minerals. Immediately. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
We're gonna save here, in case Phoenix dies again.
You've not enough minerals for battle. House, Executor. You have not enough minerals. What would you ask of me?
There we go. We're more intelligently using our range advantage here. Yeah, I think the Sarah bird is like right there.
Your command? I hunger for battle. You have not enough minerals.
No, get out of there. Get out of there.
For ire. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. Command. What would you ask of me?
Okay, let's save again really quickly.
You have not enough minerals. I hunger for battle.
kill that spire. Yeah, there's the Cerebrid.
You've not enough minerals.
I really wish they were smarter about staying at extreme range. Especially as it's 3 of them kills. So your shit does a little bit more damage than that. That's pretty cool. There we go.
I hunger for battle. I will remain behind and observe the effects of our attack. Return to the Citadel. I shall notify you when the brood becomes erratic.
And there we go. That took more times than I thought it would, mostly because Phoenix kept dying. But I think that's actually going to end our episode for today. We'll see there's like a little bit of a video or something here. But I know we're already over the hour mark. 2 hours later. We won't see what happens until next time. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment down below. Remember to click on the little notification button if you haven't already so you can get notifications of new content. And of course you can follow me on Twitter at @IndianGaming and get the same thing. But that is it for now. And until next time when we'll be tackling Protoss 3, I bid you good day.